If I had elevator music, I'd play it right about now. This is the intern of the opening of the particular live stream that I got going in question. I know it takes time for the particular notifications when they're actually working to be sent out. Hopefully, everything goes as planned and we could have a conversation. The particular topic at hand is focus. What got your focus here in 2020 heading towards the 2021? What has your focus? And I'm glad for the people that has, found that I am live. When it's in red, that means it's live. If it's in black and it says live, it's probably live. They're just not showing it. What's going on? Nathaniel Fitz, you said my purpose. Your purpose, that's a good thing. Finding your purpose in these times is definitely necessary. You know, a lot has been revealed, and I'm quite sure it'll be more that will be revealed. So, focusing in on your purpose is a necessary thing. You can't go wrong when you do that. But yeah, focus is a important thing. Some things, you kind of have out of focus, and then it brings something to either happen, or even it could be by mistake, something someone probably wasn't planning on letting come out or whatever. Then that kind of piques your interest, that piques your focus on, okay, they've been operating like this the whole time. How do I need to gain clarity on whatever so I don't keep going down this particular route that's that I don't find out to be unfavorable. Okay, you said finish nursing school because I have a passion for helping others. Most definitely, that's good. Not a lot of people, not a lot of people go after what they actually have an actual passion for. My passion is cars. I like cars like a lot. When I was a little kid, I liked cars a lot. That meant whatever it took for me to be more drawn into that, I took those particular avenues to go that particular route. And I'm an artist as well, so being an artist and liking cars, you could go real far with that. But I'm glad you finished nursing school. What particular type of nurse will you be? There's so many different kinds. It's RN, LPN. It's so many different types, and they do different things. They're not all created equal. I don't know a few people that's in the nursing field in different particular areas, and sometimes, depending on which area of the field you are in, some people could be kind of snobbish when it comes to that. Okay, LVN. Oh, okay. Now, is that the one that administers barbiturates, drugs, IVs, things like that, of that nature? Do I like body work and detailing? I say I like detailing. Yeah, detailing. I kind of favor detailing over body work. I could do body work, but it's time consuming. And if it's really not about no money, I don't really want to do it. But, when I was in my earlier 20s, I did a lot of body work on cars that, I could flip this and make something, it just needed a little work. But I'm in a stage now where I don't want to do that. I want it to be a little bit more closer where I don't have to do too much body work to it. Maybe something simple like it may need a set of tires or something like that, or it may have a small dent that ain't too bad that I can pull out, but major, rust and things like that, I don't really like messing with it like that, because in these days and times, people really on a fixed budget on trying to buy cars anyway, so you don't want to put so much energy into it where essentially you'll be kind of breaking even or not, the return is not that favorable. Okay, okay. So yeah, that's a good thing. Like I said, a lot of people that are, what is it? The entry level. I'm trying to think the entry level of nurses. They kind of get the more so the end of like a orderly, shall I say? You know, they're not quite an orderly, but I know in a nursing home setting, I forgot the name because the names have changed. They call them by different names, but the most entry level one of the nurses they kind of get the bottom of the barrel duties, not like RPNs or like you said, LVNs. Rated Shy, what's going on with you? Glad you done tuned in. I'm glad they done sent you the notifications. Hey, and y'all's tuned in. Hey, hit the thumbs up. This particular live is about focus. What is your focus? What has your focus in the 2020? We about to leave out the 2020 to the 2021. We got one more month left. We'll be celebrating the jolly one, or some will be celebrating that. Some will be, just oh, I was gonna say some will be with their family, but they got all these lockdowns on. You're limited to how many people have in your household visiting. Come on now, this sounds like tyranny. This sounds like well, we got all your devices. We know it's this many cell phones getting this much Wi-Fi connection. It's a problem. We might have to issue a fine. You have too many people in your household. We don't want that many melanated people communicating on what the governmental is trying to do to you. You said the focus. Oh yeah, CNA. Yep. That's what it is. Bottom of the barrel CNA. Yep. I done heard horror stories what they got to do. RNs ain't going through it, and what she said that the L LVNs are definitely not going through what the CNAs are going through. I'll say at least in the hospital, or not hospital, the least in the nursing home setting. I'm not too particular on how it works in a hospital, but I'm quite sure if they have them in that particular setting, like you said, it's at the bottom of the barrel. That makes a person actually want to go back to school to get more so they don't have to do that. Because it's like, yeah, I done heard of CNAs pulling down some money, but they got to pull down a whole bunch of overtimes and double times, and that's extra bottom of the barrel work that they don't want to do. So that's half the time. That's why people are like, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna be going to school, and if I pick up some whenever I get an off day or something, or get home and get that Wi-Fi connection, and try to knock this stuff out, so I don't have to be basically getting bossed on by the higher ups that don't want to do those particular duties. So now you say focus to stay focused. Now what are you focusing on, Reddit Shy? Do you got any cocktails tonight, or are you void of a cocktail tonight? I kind of thought about having a little something, but I don't know. I'm just sitting in my Little Red Riding Hood pickup truck, just having a brief live stream with y'all. I should have added tags to this particular live, but I didn't. I never know if I can actually go live, so I just try to put a little few things in the title and try to send it off. But I know it's people that are more professional than me that got their tags already set off. But that's usually people that's on the laptop. I don't really go live off the laptop. I can't. I won't say I can't, but you have to have another form of, since I have an Apple computer, you have to have another what's the word I'm looking for? Like almost like an app to make it work, because you can't just go directly, and that's crazy. You can't go directly live off of it. You got to have like essentially like a third party to make it happen. And I ain't been wanting to get technical like that, so I figure, hey, I got an iPad Pro and I got all these other tablets and phones and things like that. I might as well just go live off tap just like that. And I appreciate the thumbs up. Hey, if any of you guys want to actually call in, if we get more conversation within the live stream, I will post a hotline number. I do have the number, and you can call in live, so you don't have to keep, oh, let me type this and type that. And then, to the people that are, on the job site and just listening in, hey, I'm glad you tuned in. Hey, and if you're catching the replay, hey, I appreciate you as well. However you can catch the proprietor of Too Cool to Con, Master of Ceremonies, me, R-E-E-K, Reek, that's what's up. Oh, you say you just had one, staying focused on yourself and not with the bullshit. Keep your eyes on the road. Leave everything you pass in the rear view. Most definitely in the rear view. But occasionally, look, you gotta kind of peep every now and then was trying to gain on you and was trying to, cause you issues and things like that. So it's good to look at the rear view through your peripheral, but you gotta face everything that's within that windshield coming towards you. And that's what's up. So, any other topics? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know around here they've been kind of breathing every now and then, or it might be another lockdown. Matter of fact, I want to say bars and restaurants got to close early around here. They ain't got no curfews or anything like that, but I know bars and restaurants are closing. I want to say at like 10. That's early. That means, the town is shutting down. I mean, this town already shuts down early, but 10? I mean, come on. It's already bad enough, we in Minnesota, even though all the snow done melted away, and that's a good thing because I don't like any of that snow. And I live in Minnesota. I don't like it. I don't like them Arctic temperatures or anything like that. But we do have some phenomenal spring weather and some nice summertime. So, it's kind of worth it. Hopefully, we have a light winter here and it's not too harsh. But, time will tell. Well, minutes in, you know how I usually do. If we make it to that 15-minute marker, I usually sign out. But I'm glad you done came up in here, Nathaniel Fitz and Rated Shot and whoever the third party is. Every now and then, even though if someone's on a job site, you can just pick up your phone like, oh, Reek, it's me. Where your name will show up and I'll know who it is instead of, oh, it could be that agent. The secret agent, man, like Rated Shah be saying when he's on with the infamous Lisa Smith. RBG Connect, what's going on with you? What's up with ya? I'm glad you done found your way into the live stream, chat. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, do you have anything to add to the particular topic? The topic is focus. What has your focus in 2020? Where's your focus, focused on? What anything new? Has it been something that you done pick back up? What has your focus been? That's what we're essentially talking about. We all have some type of focus that we're on a some people are on a standstill like a treadmill, like you're just focused on the humdrum. Some people are look, I'm trying to achieve bigger and better things. This is my focus. What is your focus? You said we got to get on there. I got a little more free time on my hands. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out to the infamous so y'all can, make something happen. Y'all be having more people in y'all's demonstration than I ever be. But I don't be going as regular as I should be. But it's no fault of my own. These platform providers, try to throw all kind of monkey wrenches and everything at me, but it ain't stopping it. It's just kind of, got me on the standby mode. Focus on building your kingdom. Okay, just showing face, not an Asian. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, usually I can kind of tell how agents come off when they start speaking. They start, asking kind of weird questions that people that usually come in here or people in general that just want to ask a regular kind of question. I won't say regular, but it ain't too extra. When someone's too extra, you like, okay, why are they coming off like this? What's really the issue going on with them? You know, but simple conversation. It don't have to be too extravagant. What's so crazy, with the amount of, I don't even single myself out. It's other channels that have magnificent amount of subscribers, but the way these algorithms work, I think they place value on certain words that you use or certain ways that you ask particular questions. So if they don't value those words, it's like it's almost like, think of it as a credit score. If you're not paying your bills on time in that type of aspect, then it's gonna be down lower. Versus if you're paying, on a constant basis, it's gonna bring it up. Versus, okay, and I'm just gonna let that go into default. Well, with this, they're placing value on the words. Like, okay, these words might wake people up. They're saying this many words whenever they do a live stream. So we're gonna curtail. However, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, because essentially they control the platform. So if you have, as me, has this done show 3 something odd million, it can bring it down to like 2 people. People don't get notifications, or people go in there and it's acting like it's live when it's not. I've been told this so many times over. So it happens. I want to say this particular platform isn't even ran by people; it's ran by algorithms. Algorithms run a lot of things, contrary to belief. Maybe back in '05 when this platform was independent, it was all ran by people. But now it's all ran by algorithms, and essentially you got to notify a living, breathing person that these algorithms are running amok. Like I said, the people that go unchecked, they're essentially obedient and done sign some type of contract that says, you know what, I'm gonna keep a narrative of sending people to privatized prisons, or benefiting businesses by pumping their products and things like that. I don't do any of that. I don't want to enrich no conglomerates about nothing. I want to enrich the actual people. So with that type of thinking, I will not, go as further as, I should. But, it's all right. Okay, how do you maintain composure when a chick is annoying and you're not trying to run her off with being too cold? How do you maintain composure? Well, you know what? You can't have just one chick, as you say. You got to have multiples. So when they're in their feelings or feeling whatever kind of way, you could just be like, you know what? I could see you're going through something. I give you some space and back on up, and then go spend time with that other one. And then she'll be like, well, wait a minute. He's not pressing me. Why isn't he pressing me? That's going to make her be like, maybe I need to, straighten up and fly right. And if you blow her, then you blow her. Some be like, I ain't going to deal for that. I ain't going to go for that. Well, okay, whatever. But always keep your options open. And I'll say this, if you're a novice, you're a real, haven't had a lot of females or whatever, you know it's some female that you probably didn't give no time of day to. Like, man, she's really not what I want. But if you're asking these kind of questions, you can get your practice off on those type of females. Now, I mean, a lot of people may think that's cold because, I mean, it's the truth. Because women do it, men do it. I'll say for women might have a dude that's always trying to be with her, but she don't look at him as anything. Well, if she's not as versed in being with a lot of dudes, that's a way to okay, let me try run this on them. Let me run this on them. What can I get away with? What can I get away with? That's the best ones to do it. A lot of people, they kind of you overlook that. It's things you overlook. Like, I don't want to do that. But if you look at it in the aspect that I'm saying, you'll be prosperous on the things on the ones that you really want. The ones that you really want down in your corner and things like that. Matter of fact, the ones that may be ugly might bring you back the most things that you want. So you start thinking of things that you want. Like, I want this. Well, I'm not scared of blowing them because I don't think too much of them. So I'm gonna ask them for some crazy stuff, and see if they bring it back to you. That's how you sharpen your skills on what if she's doing this, what if she's doing that. Try it on the one that will sniff your dirty drawers and love it. That's all I can add to that particular comment. Any other comments? Any other type of comments? I'm answering them all. It don't just got to be focused. We could talk about whatever, I didn't mean to be rude or cruel, but hey, that's the world. That's how it works. A lot of people don't like to admit to that, but that's how it goes down. Yeah, but that's how you maintain your composure. You don't have to get all irate. Get out the situation. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna give you some space. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to put. I don't want it to come to fisticuffs. I don't want to, scar up my knuckles. Wrapping my hand around your head and things like that. I don't want to do any of that. So let me, get in my vehicle. Throw on my tunes that I like. Probably go shoot to one of my favorite spots that I like to go get something to eat at. Let cooler minds prevail. So with that being said, I'm seeing the numbers kind of, go back and forth, back and forth. Hey, let me know if y'all still tuned in. And, hey, throw up your comments. If you want me to throw up the hotline number, like, hey, Rick, I want to call in. Hey, say that, and I'll throw it in the chat, and you can hit the hotline number, and then you don't have to be sitting up here typing. Oh man, I don't hit a typo, or I can't. I'm not the best speller or something like that. I don't want people to clown me, and that's understandable too. You can hit the hotline and voice whatever you want to voice, even if you got a speech impediment and you stutter or something. I'll still get your inflection. How do you sharpen your catch hand? How do you sharpen your catch hand? Well, essentially, that first, question I answered, that essentially is how you do it. You sharpen your catch hand by thinking, like I said, if you have someone that's been after you, but they're not appealing. See, people, like I said, people overlook this. It's been someone that's been hounding you. And, I can't be caught dead with this. You look like a big booger wolf or something like that. No. Entertain the conversation. That's how it is. It all comes down to conversation. Even yucky booger wolves, have conversation. They're gonna be too focused in on you, trying to have you. So say what you want to say. Say what you really want. A lot of them will provide it. You just overlook it. Like, man, she's like this. I don't know, or he's like that. He's looking like this. you ain't scared of the booger wolf. I mean, you're scared, like, being intimate. Like, I don't want to be intimate with the booger wolf. But, like, if you, like, oh, I say something, she's going to go away, you be fine with that. So, you be like, yeah, uh, someone, I need my car fixed, and it's gonna run about this much. And, oh, I can do it, baby. I can make it happen for you. Oh, you can? Oh, thank you. You know, that's how you do it. You see how far you can go. That's how you sharpen your catch hand on those types. And I hate, hey, the world is full with all kinds of people. And sometimes those people, they're getting a lesson too. As long as you're sharpening your catch hand on how to, essentially put your demonstration down, they're, you know, figuring out how they can, appeal to, someone that they find favorable, but they look like the booger wolf. So I mean, it's a trade-off, and you just got to look at it like that. But the more people you talk to, the more people that you have like that, that's to your advantage. You're learning like that. That's like when you were a kid and you're trying to learn to ride a bike. You might got a cousin that got a mountain bike, but then you got another cousin that got a BMX bike. It might be a little bit easier on a BMX because you're more lower to the ground if you fall versus that mountain bike, and you're a little youngster. It's gonna hurt a lot more. So you're gonna kind of take the easiest route to mastering what you need to master, and then you can jump on that mountain bike with confidence. And then every time when you're riding that mountain bike, you see the BMX bike, you're like, you know what? I got my real training on one of them. So when you see a booger wolf, you're like, man, I done had a booger wolf pay me good. She done broke bread with me fine. I mean, I'm breaking bread with, all these other types is breaking bread with me, and let me have it. I'm having it my way with them, but I got something for the booger wolf. They don't put me on. You gotta look at it like that. So hopefully that doesn't answer, your particular question. Any others? Any others? Any others? Any others? I'm taking them. I'm taking them. I'm taking them. Any questions? It seems like it's going towards the, how can I have a female? I'm trying to do the Mr. Miyagi way of it. A roundabout way of it. To get this, you're gonna have to put in work in this area. You may not want to, but once you start putting in, like, you know what, I can apply it this way. I never thought about it like that. That's the way to look at it. But we're running towards 2 minutes away from 30 minutes on. Hey, if anybody else has any other questions, come on. If you want me to throw up the hotline number, I'll throw it up, and then you can actually call in like, Ree, this is my first time calling in. I wanted to say this, or, Ree, you know me, I done called in, and, we chopped it up about wooty, 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 woo, whatever. I try to have a platform where, I actually answer comments. I don't duck them. I answer them, to the best of my ability. And if I can't answer them, I'll try to point you in a direction where you may get them answered in, a way that you may want them to be answered. And hopefully y'all enjoyed the last Lions Den. It's been a while since I put those up. Matter of fact, I'm kind of salty because, from time to time, I do a lot of my editing on my MacBook Pro, but they upgraded the operating system. And my particular, what I use to edit, I use Final Cut to edit a lot of my stuff. They essentially rendered it null and void. So now I got to either find someone that got that editing software, or I'm gonna have to, bust open the piggy bank and break bread with Apple on 300 clucks to, get the new one on my Pro. I ain't too fond or happy about that. You know, you would think it would just update if it was out of date, but Apple want their money. So, where there's a will, there's a way. I still got editing software, but not as choicey as the Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is, you can do a lot of different things with that. And as I always say, it is a Too Cool to Con Patreon. Hey, come become a Patreon supporter, or it's actually a Too Cool to Con Cash App. You can do that too. If you be like, oh, I've been feeling what Rick say. I don't too much recommend Super Chat, because if y'all know, if you ever donate, not just to mine, to anybody's Super Chat, they only give you half of whatever that is. So if you give them $5, they only getting $2.50. You only give them $1, they only getting 50 cents. That's how they do it. Versus, if it's a Patreon and you're getting content that you don't usually see on here, or it's kind of delayed, like the Patreons may get a little bit more faster, or Cash App essentially is like, I'm donation, here you go, direct. It ain't no big brother cut of this platform. Because this thing about this platform got all kind of those, what they call them, super chats, and if each person is only getting half of that, of whatever they get, they're getting hand over fist money. So for them to not send out notifications when they're getting money like that, this is all by design. It's not by, something must be wrong, you must have did something wrong. No, I've been on this platform 11 years strong. It ain't no wrong. It's by design. Don't ever let them convince you that it's a technical error. No, it's an error by design, especially when you're a melanated brother. Any more questions? Hey, I'm trying to stay on before I cut out. It's been a while since I've been on, and I figured, hey, I see people going live and things like that. Why don't I go live? They let me go live, even though they're censoring the amount of people that can actually show up in here and things like that. But I am live, and if you catch me on the replay, hey, I'm gonna have to start going more regular. But things happen in life. You be like, I gotta end up doing this. I'm running late and doing that. And that tends to happen from time to time. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, even though I got a massive content. And I got over 900 something videos, so it's something on there you ain't seen. You can go through that whole catalog. I got playlists. You hit the playlist, like, what's this playlist? Okay, what's that playlist? Then you might see some playlists that are inactive. That's because people that no longer appear on there, they say, you know what, can you take that off for me, out of respect? And I respected it. Real ones do it like that. But with that being said, we at 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Hey, I appreciate everyone that has weighed in and had something of worth to say on whatever they may be facing. If it's them themselves, or maybe their homeboy or homegirl going through something, brother, sister, uncle, whatever it may be. Hey, hopefully I answer your questions to the best of my ability, and it can do you a favor or something like that. But hey, join me again. Hey, I appreciate those thumbs up. Hey, keep thumbing up, even if you're live, even if you're catching a replay. If you ain't did it, do it. With that being said, I'm up out of here. Hey, have a good night, morning, wherever you're at within the world. Hey, continue to keep winning. We up. Well, I can't say we up because ain't nobody else but me. I'm up. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.